Hello, and welcome to Service Above Self. My name is Ann Osborne, and I'm with the Rotary Club of Broadbrook, Connecticut. Rotary International is a worldwide organization of over 1.2 million volunteers that provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and help build goodwill and peace in the world. This time on Service Above Self, we will be watching stories from the Rotarian video magazine. The Rotarian video magazine highlights just a few of the ways the Rotarians have touched the lives of people in our own communities as well as those around the world. Our first story, Journey to Pisco, is about young adult Rotarians helping with various service projects in Pisco, Peru, after a devastating earthquake in 2007. Today, much of the city is still in ruins. This trip is one of the many ways that Rotarians from the United States have assisted those in need in other countries.
And so we talk about plans a lot all the time. The trip's out in less than 2 weeks, so we just kind of wanted to go over some details so that we're all on the same page. Rotaract is a Rotary-sponsored service club for culturally engaged young adults ages 18 to 30, and we do community service, international service, and professional development. So with the earthquakes in Haiti and Chile, it's going to really be important to kind of go down to Pisco and see what rebuilding efforts take place years down the line.
Work gloves might be necessary, and she said definitely.
We're going down there to do service and to make a connection with the club down in Peru, so we're helping them build their community, but we also want to learn from them and learn what their culture and their community is all about.
People who have passports, do you want me to just scan them and bring them back to you tomorrow?
Yeah. Ooh, that's brilliant.
Our club is about, I'd say, 20 to 30 members large.
Good morning and welcome to the May 11th meeting of the Evanston Lighthouse Rotary Club.
And our relationship with Evanston Lighthouse Rotary is that they're kind of our sponsor club.
In early 2003, we started the Rotaract Club at Northwestern University. I went to the Rotary Club board and I asked if they would be willing to sponsor the club.
They come to our meetings, they tell us what they're doing. It adds a lot to what we're doing. A lot of life, a lot of energy, and it inspires our members to kind of do more.
Do we know how much money we made from the Chili's fundraiser?
We provide them with some financial resources and some coaching, but they're really doing it on their own, and it's very gratifying to see them reach out into the world and do community service.
The club in Pisco is so excited for us. They have dinners. I can go anywhere in the world, and I know that not only will there be a Rotaract club, but I'll be able to go to the club or the meeting and meet a bunch of people that have a lot of similar interests to me.
I'm super excited about our trip. Can't wait.
Prácticamente se volvió a empezar de nuevo.
We're rebuilding the city almost from scratch. The reconstruction has been very slow.
Nosotros necesitábamos personas que nos ayudaran.
We needed people to help us. What could be better than to create a club for young people so that we could work together?
Trabajar en conjunto.
Rotary Club Pisco, Rotaract Pisco.
The Rotary Club and the Rotaract Club of Pisco and District 4300 welcome you. We thank you for visiting Pisco. Rotaract is the future of Rotary.
You are young people like us. You sacrificed a lot so that you could come here to help us. Thank you in advance. May God bless you, protect you, and give you strength to continue with your work.
So normally we start off the morning meetings by getting all the new volunteers to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm with 12 other people. We're from Northwestern Rotaract, so we're really excited to work with you all this week.
This is the first time in PSF history that we've ever had 100 volunteers. A lot of international organizations came in at the beginning to help with the initial response, hands-on disaster relief. A lot of Peruvian organizations as well came to clear up all the rubble. In time, those organizations started to leave. Energy. One of the local people, Harold Zevelis, founded Pisco Sin Fronteras.
I've been living here my whole life, but as you know, there was a huge quake in Pisco. After 2.5 years, there's still a lot of work to do. I started a non-profit organization to help out my city and my people because the aid from the government weren't enough.
All right, this is the reason we came. Let's get on to today's exciting project.
My son had just come home from school, and when the movement began, he grabbed onto me. The earth lifted us into the air and then back down. Everything was falling. I was screaming and my son was screaming. My husband said, be calm, but the earth kept shaking. I'm cooking here temporarily, but my dining room will be over there.
Maria lost her house in the earthquake in 2007, and we've just been working to help rebuild it.
I'm married with 2 children. My daughter is studying at an Institute of Hotel Management and Tourism, and my son is a third-year high school student. I have a big lot, but my house is small. I have cement, sand, gravel. I have everything, and I would like to have at least 2 more rooms. I feel very happy because honestly, I didn't expect to have so much help.
Maria was incredibly grateful and gracious and inviting to us. She cooked us an absolutely delicious meal for lunch. She's been incredibly nice to us.
I said, I will provide for them because they are providing for me by building my house. I really appreciate that.
My name is Yasu. I joined Rotaract a year ago. I'm 19 years old. I'm studying International Business Administration at the university. We're in El Molino working on a project.
I've lived in Pisco my whole life. Yes, with my parents and my mother's family. Because of the earthquake, they relocated us so that people living near the beaches could be safer in a place where the high waves can't reach us.
Most of these houses are sort of temporary, or were supposed to be temporary, and are now kind of people are living there permanently.
We have water and electricity, but we need a sewer system.
We've been working hard since yesterday, and we're exhausted.
They built a set of bathrooms in the back for the kids to use, and now they're building a new set of bathrooms for the community, which will be in the backyard of one of the community leaders' houses.
It's fair to say that our Rotaract Club has had an impact on Pisco. It's provided a lot of aid. And it's also made a difference to us, because it has helped us become leaders and entrepreneurs, doing a lot of projects for the community.
So the municipality wants to build like a dump or something, or like something.
Yeah. They do, so we're trying to get it cleaned up.
Yeah, that's a shame.
A lot of the wealthy used to live by the beach, but they up and left right after the earthquake. And the government wants to put a waste dump on the beach, so we're trying to clean up the beach to make it look nice and make it a part of the community so that that doesn't happen. The volunteers that previously have been at Pisco have created an ecological center. So we built a swing set, and also we're building a volleyball net and court, and then they'll just be able to kind of hang out there, and it's a nice place that they can go after school.
We're finishing up what we've been doing for the day, and it's nice to see, you know, what we did that day pretty much put into use.
It's been a great experience here in Pisco. We've had the opportunity to kind of go through different projects and work with both community members and with other volunteers, which I think is really great.
We have received them as members of the family of Rotary. Thanks to you, to Rotaract, and to Rotary, we have made this connection, and you have made us stronger.
This is the first time that we've worked with the Rotary Club in Pisco, or the Rotary Club at all, so it's really exciting to get another organization on board.
It kind of goes, in my opinion, to the point of Rotary and Rotaract. Even if we can do a little bit, you know, with something like building a bathroom for a community, you know, it means a lot to the people here.
It has been a great experience. I hope Rotaractors from other places will come so that we can get to know each other and share experiences.
Look at me.
It is an honor to open not only the doors of our club, but also of my home to all of you. Tomorrow is your last day here in Pisco. We will cherish the wonderful experience of having met you and spent time together. We know that the Rotaract Club of Pisco will always be in your hearts, and rest assured that a piece of every one of you will remain in our hearts as well.
That's a really beautiful photo.
Oh, I just
Yeah, her brothers.
I think we all kind of fell in love with Pisco Sin Fronteras and with Peru in general. We really just want to continue to maintain that relationship and help out and see what we can do now that we're back in Evanston.
That is true.
We're currently having a photo exhibit right now to raise money to send back to PSF, which is really a great opportunity.
Because we were part of this organization, part of Rotaract, we had this connection, so we just kind of instantly basically became friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Peru was like this breath of fresh air. Working with the people there and engaging with them, I realized why it was so important to me to do this work and to be involved with Rotaract. It's something ongoing, and there's so many more opportunities for me in the future, and so many more exciting things to be involved in.
Does peace really have a chance within our lifetime? At Rotary, we believe it does. We've created programs at universities around the world, dedicated solely to teaching peace to a new generation. There's a new symbol for peace. Rotary.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Maybe you should go to your shelter and get a mature dog who will make your blues disappear. How's that for tricks? I got picked. Wow.
Could you dedicate yourself to a worthy cause? Could you go the distance to keep a child healthy? Could you travel to the other side of the world to help eliminate polio? Could you? A Rotary member could. We're dedicated to connecting children with vaccinations and ending polio worldwide. All it takes is one person to make a difference, like me, like you. Could you help change the world? Will you? Rotary. Humanity in motion.
Our next story is about the history and community spirit that Rotary's founder, Paul Harris, gave to Rotarians. Rotary was founded upon the idea of building friendships, building networks, and improving our community. This inspired the world's first Rotary Club, the Rotary Club of Chicago, to use business networking to change the lives of Chicago's youth.
We are very happy that we have gathered here today the founder of the Chicago Rotary Club, Paul Harris, who is also the instigator of the extension of the movement throughout the world.
It was founded on principles of people knowing each other and getting to know each other.
Well, I think Chicago is a unique city. There's some real warmness and understanding from people who have born and raised or just moved to Chicago. They attach themselves to this passion and love of the city, and then somehow they want to give back.
You can be a Rotarian and impact your community while doing business, and I think that was Paul Harris's idea, right, was to make a little bit of money but also make sure you give back.
That's what Rotary was founded upon, building friendships, building networks, and improving your community.
Good afternoon, Rotarians and guests, and welcome to the Rotary Club of Chicago, the world's first Rotary Club, where we've been making business leaders, community leaders, since 1905.
In 1905, a young lawyer named Paul Harris founded a business networking group. Because its members rotated hosting the weekly meetings, they became known as the Rotary Club.
The club was founded just a few blocks away from where we're sitting. There's a plaque on the building commemorating the occasion. Manufacturing has changed our lives, technology has changed our lives, but the principles of Rotary continue 100 years later.
This is really the birthplace of Rotary, and I think this club serves as the model for the business networking aspect of the organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention just for a minute longer, and then we'll
Well, business networking is really the reason why Rotary started. Paul Harris met with 3 of his clients as a way to spread his name.
Like I said, a new Rotary One member. Thank you for being here.
Now, I receive over 30% of my business from Rotarians worldwide.
Melissa Sherman, Public Affairs Officer for the U.S.
Rotary One is a wonderful networking opportunity for anyone who wants to be part of the business leadership in Chicago. You can find people who do investment banking, real estate, financial advice.
They are a concerned person, a giving person, and friendly. No matter who or what they are, no matter their religion or their gender. And they believe in fellowship.
One of my favorite parts of the program is to recognize visiting Rotarians from all over the world.
I think Rotarians around the world, when they come to Chicago, very much want to come to Rotary One and be a part of the history that, the birthplace of the organization here.
I'm here from Japan.
Max Schwendenwein, I'm airline pilot. I just flew in from Vienna.
Yes, president of Montego Bay, Jamaica Club.
My name is Bill Edwards, president of the Saskatoon Rotary Club to the north.
My name is Asif Khan, and I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Hastings in England.
What is special about Rotary One, especially coming from an international background as I do, is that it is that symbol for everyone who's part of the Rotary community to be able to come from Zimbabwe and write back or go back to my old Rotarians and tell them that I am on first name basis with the president of Rotary One is a big deal.
Thank you for being here. Our speaker today, Frank Clark, Chairman and CEO of Commonwealth Edison, and today's speaker. Thank you.
Club members often adjourn to this Chicago tavern, affectionately nicknamed Rotary 1.5.
Most of us, after our Rotary meetings, go off and network socially with each other. There are a lot of different opportunities to form friendships and have relationships outside of our weekly lunches.
As a Rotarian, it's been my ambition to come to Chicago to visit the oldest club in the world. And everybody has been very, very kind and friendly, very typical of Americans.
Well, I think Rotary One's greatest strength is being able to bring together business leaders on a weekly basis, share friendship, fellowship, but also work together to try to impact the community positively as well as globally.
It's a business club with a social mission. We're all concerned about each other's success, and we grow each other's success. We are then more able to follow the social mission of the club.
What's your first name, sir? Michael. Michael. Hey.
Next, John. What's your last name? I don't know where he's sitting. He's wearing a red.
In the tradition of Paul Harris, the club's signature service project, Job 1, is built on business networking.
Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming. Each of these students came highly recommended from at least 2 teachers from their high schools as students we would be proud to represent in this program. Next, I'd like to ask the advisors to stand.
So what Rotary has done is not only have a job program of relating high school students to opportunities in the private sector, at the same time they get mentored by members of the Rotary. It reminds, I think, a lot of Rotarians where they came from.
When many of us were teenagers, there was somebody down the street or an uncle or somebody from church who said, what are you doing this summer? And we got jobs that way. Many of the children in large urban environments just don't have those connections. And what we're trying to do is to link good kids with a first opportunity.
Many students want to get a job, and this is a great opportunity.
The Job 1 program places students like Evelyn Guzman in companies where they work alongside Rotarians.
As an immigration lawyer, it's very important that I have someone that speaks Spanish.
Your email address here will be
She will be helping with filing. She will translate our website. But more importantly, she will go out into the Latino community and speak with business owners, speak with the people in her community about how we can help them with immigration work.
And this gives them a way to make some contacts, to learn how the job world works. It's an education that's something that they can't get in the school.
I'm from a family where they don't have many opportunities with school, and they love the idea that I'm going to be studying something that I love and probably work something that I love. It's perfect.
The Job 1 program shows students the benefits of strong friendships formed through business networking.
They can meet people here in our city that came from poverty and came from a lot of issues, and now they're successful in their families, successful in their business, and active in their Rotary.
You know, growing up in the Chicago inner city, black man, I thought Rotary was just a bunch of old white guys who got together, had lunch, and talked, and talked business deals. And I mean, but in retrospect, I was so pleasantly and shockingly surprised to find out that it's a worldwide service organization, just happens to be comprised of business people.
When you bring all these Rotarians together from different backgrounds, what a difference it's going to make in the city.
Friendship means more than just about anything else. People that you can reach out to, and when you have that kind of base, you can change the world.
What foresight those people had then to think of giving service into Chicago and how expanded globally. What vision they had.
From 4 friends meeting in a small Chicago office to build their business prospects, Rotary has spread around the world. It now has 1.2 million members in more than 200 countries and geographical regions. But its community service projects are still founded on a few essential principles.
We call it different things. We can call it networking. We can call it friendship or fellowship. And they're all right. Everything weaves into this pattern that we now know as Rotary.
Paul Harris, in his letters and his memoirs, He really talked about what he was able to do to change the world with friends.
From the first project of passing a hat around to provide a doctor with a horse so he could go do house calls, all the way to eradicating polio in today's world, Rotary is a place and an arena that we can change the world.
Thank you for watching the Rotarian video magazine on Service Above Self. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Broadbrook, Connecticut, I'm Ann Osborne, reminding you to go out and find a worthy cause and lend a helping hand in your community. We'll see you next time.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed by a child who never got polio because medicine was never in short supply, thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. Over the past 20 years, Rotary Club members have helped immunize over 2 billion children against polio. Thanks to them, the world will soon be polio-free. Rotary, humanity in motion.
In 1985, Rotary International committed to a goal of ending polio worldwide. Very soon now, after immunizing over 2 billion children, the goal will be achieved. Rotary, humanity in motion.
Severe weather can destroy a home in seconds. Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes, and stay informed during severe weather any way you can. It can be the difference between losing your possessions and losing your life.
Visit weather.com/ready for more information.